It's a matter of skill player versus character skill gap.
Now coming up next, we have the DDD. This is the DDD taking up the controller here on stage, and we are underway. Palutena taking on the DDD.
Yeah, right now we got Zai and Triple D going head-to-head.
One of the best players in Louisiana going up against one of the best DDDs in Louisiana, Lake Charles native. That's my boy Andy, the GOAT, Triple D. You can catch him on the streams as well. Scion sponsor.
We've got
Palutena special, yeah.
Charles.
Ledge jump back there. Just trying to get him, not let him get on the stage. Big character. Probably does a lot of big hitbox, gonna hit you for it.
Right now we're seeing a lot of stage control held by Zai, just trying to make sure not to give too much space to use a lot of that Gordo potential. And the Reflector going to come out clutch and get a stop.
Yeah, that down B is going to be huge for the entire set, because that's Triple D's game plan. That's King DDD's game plan. Throw the Gordo, get your little combo off of it, follow it around like Mario does Fireball. But whenever you try to reflect it, it does big damage right back at you.
And Tricky, when we were talking about the Gordos earlier, you were talking about how pivotal those are for King DDD's gameplay. Palutena being able to reflect those back perfectly. Do you think that's like taking a big portion out of DDD's game, like just out of the window?
It's definitely going to do that. I mean, DDD uses the Gordo a lot as an approach tool, as an attrap tool, extensions even sometimes. It does a lot for the character. And not having access to that move essentially anymore, using the Reflector to the best of the ability, it makes it incredibly hard for DDD to get off a lot of the game plan.
You're going to have to really try to outplayer Zai here, which is a very hard task. Like I said, Zai's one of the better players in Louisiana. Definitely a top 3 contender, and he's showing that right there with that back air.
Yeah, that ledge trump is going to be brutal for DDD, because DDD is going to try to go recover low a lot of the time, and it's just kind of predictable, essentially.
A lot of things I can do to get out of there, and that teleport was a nice one.
Even seeing right there, like Antonio just said, being able to teleport through the ledge trap and avoid it altogether, essentially, it just makes it so difficult for Triple D to really get access to any momentum.
Changing up the timings too, right there. Triple D, he was using the dash attack, and the dash attack has an extended hitbox and kill you pretty early as well. If Zai teleported into it, it was going to kill, but Zai's good about mixing up the timing.
We got a lot of sharking and extension from Zai here, tacking on some damage, playing patiently, not trying to overextend, but right there, Triple D going to get a grab to get some stage control.
Yeah, you see there's nothing you can do about that, because he can't go in there and try to hit him too, because he's going to get it.
And I don't know if you noticed this a while ago, but whenever he reflected it, that reflector kind of stays up for a period of time. And Triple D even tried to throw it back again, and it just reflected right back from the reflector that stayed out.
It's just the reaction time of this Palutena is so insane that they're able to reflect it instantly, that DDD is able to throw out their utility. It's just almost instantaneous.
Oh yeah, Zai definitely has a very good reaction time whenever it comes to things like this, being able to just perform on a dime.
Oh, nice. Hit the Gordo so it didn't hit him. Up the corner and hit it. Versatile hits it. Down there, gonna send him off. 165. That's a lot of damage.
Triple D is just looking for any extension they can get. Zai even going low to try to catch Triple D down there. Not quite going to connect though. And switching the roles. The Gordo going to take stock though. It's his own weapon being used against him for the duration of that first.
That's the entire matchup, and it sucks because Triple D is one of the better DDDs, but then that matchup, that's definitely one of the more volatile ones. There's another DDD in here too.
It's gonna be. We got Triple D memeing on screen over here. I mean, it's like you said, it's going to be tough for him because it takes away a big part of his toolkit. And so we're just going to have to see how Triple D makes these adjustments throughout the match and what he can do differently to try to approach Zai. Because Zai's going to play patient. He's going to play reactive. He's going to deal with that Gordo. And so it's all just going to be a case of trying to make DDD feel more like a boxer, which his normals aren't the most fantastic thing in the world. It's going to make it difficult. Right there, DDD taking 20% off of a trade from his own Gordo.
And you see, this is something that you, when we were watching the K rule with the crown and it being used against them, when you're able to take that component, something that is so essential to the character, and use it against them, it's almost like an Achilles heel. It's like their best weapon and their biggest weakness.
For sure, especially a character like King DDD. He's a little lower on the tier list. And
The dash attack right there,
yeah.
catching the 2-frame on the teleport. And you see, I think the adjustment that's been made so far is there's a lot less of these just thrown out Gordos going straight at him versus he's using a lot more of that angle mix-up to where he's trying to bait out some of these counters.
Really thinking about it before he throws it, not just like getting it out. Because DDD wants that, you know? DDD would like to just be able to throw it out. But
In a matchup like this, just being able to toss him is going to be impossible. Back airs to relieve a little bit of pressure, gain some stage control. Zai not looking to really push in too hard, doesn't want to be uncareful or uncalculated with these approaches.
And you know, I think when it comes to DDD, there's one thing that they truly need, and it's something that I also truly need, and that's just some Ozempic.
that is true, especially with Palu's big hitboxes like that up air. Ooh, dang, that still hit him. That's crazy. Fully up smash.
Yeah, that Gordo kind of saved him for a second there. He was just in the right place to not allow Zai to just get into position to shark Triple D from below.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the business end of that.
Yeah, he wanted that parry and did not have it. He will die for it. That's just how it goes.
Star giving him a little bit of a lifeline, but the back air still going to seal that first stock for Zai in this game too.
Spot dodge expecting a faster option and got punished for it. Died. I was kind of surprised that he did.
Triple D's got a whole stock up right now.
You said DDD needs that Ozempic, but his big body be keeping him alive, especially in this matchup where he just be getting juggled the whole time.
See, this is what makes me envious. Like, I'm as big as DDD, but my belly doesn't help me float.
Don't do yourself
Like,
like
I can't float. And if anything, it's like the opposite. I have a gravitational pull to the ground.
Oh my lord.
It's awful.
Nah, DDD's a big glutton. That man is very selfish. He wants as much food. I guarantee you he's bigger than you. Don't do yourself like that, man. He's going to use that to his advantage, too. Going to survive from all these combos. Going to hit you pretty hard. That's why he's holding that big old hammer. You know Usopp's 10,000-pound hammer? I think he got.
It's incredibly easy for DD to rack up, get a lot of percent racked up on him with that big body, but it's just the weight that allows him to stay in the game. Because it's almost guaranteed from the first neutral layer, you're going to sit there and take at least 50, 60, 70%. But being able to stay alive is the important component here. And we're seeing a lot more patient gameplay. Triple D, knowing he has the stocks up here, trying to do what they can to get as much extra credit as possible on this stock.
Especially because even if he takes the stock right now, let's say he takes it right now, 100%, Warrior is going to kill you. Back air is going to kill you.
Yep, there
Fireball
goes the
right there, going to go
fireball.
ahead and seal that. It's down to the last stock in this game, but Triple D's got a pretty good lead at the moment, and Zai's got to be very careful about how they approach these situations.
It's still probably like 2 or 3 neutral wins, and that was the first one right there. And like you said, 50 damage. Air dodge is out of it, only 49.5.
Yeah, looking for the extension on that fireball. Really did assume that air dodge was coming, but Triple D doing a good job at air dodging the right direction to get away.
That damage gap getting closer and closer, but keep in mind, Palutena does not take as much damage as DDD does, so it's going to take a little bit extra work here in order to bring that gap to even.
Going under the reflected Gordo, that was nice.
Yeah, 100% though, you know, like at this point, Palutena's pretty much at kill percent. DDD may not be there, but the back air, not quite going to seal it yet. It's that weight. It's all that food DDD be eating, making him a heavy boy.
Oh yeah, try to keep up with him before it doesn't come out quick enough. That back air is fast, strong, good.
Looking to get these 2 frames with that down tilt, not going to connect though.
Goes for the down
to the wire here.
Force him to do an offset, and he teleported behind him.
Getting some stage control, has him off stage. Let's see what he does.
Oh, he almost hit him with it.
Oh,
he got
the
him with that,
fireball
though.
is gonna do it. DDD not snapping to ledge there. Very unfortunate for Triple D. Zai doing a phenomenal job at making this comeback, playing patiently, taking those opportunities to get that damage in, and then holding stage control as much as possible.
Again, that was just a very impressive comeback. I mean, through and through. You mean, when you're going into the last stock and there's a 100% damage between you and a King DDD, I'm really not expecting you to walk away from that. But again, it was because Palutena had such good control, being able to play the distance of the stage, trying to stay away from DDD as much as possible. What we mentioned earlier with the mobility and versatility that Palutena is able to accomplish when you're creative.
Definitely at this point in the game, all these things have been figured out. Zai, one of the better players with Palutena, definitely optimized everything that he could. Triple D as well, but then you look at the tier list, you see the gap. Palutena just has so many tools. King DDD has to work so hard.
Yeah, and something that we'll see throughout this set in particular is, you have good players will adapt between games. Great players adapt within moments, and that's kind of what we saw in that last match. Both players just kind of adapting to each other throughout the duration of the game.
For sure, because even though I was just talking about the low tier gap, a bad player doesn't come back like that in game 2, you know what I mean? Like, you could give my little brother, little sister, hand him the controller to Palutena, DDD is going to whoop him 3 stock easy. It's really a testament to Zai right there, especially getting those confirms consistently, always,
Absolutely.
down to the back air, down to the back air. Just having those on lock, it's huge.
Yeah, a lot of what we've been seeing Zai do is just change the pace of the game. It's really been played down to their pace at this point. Whatever they want to happen is going to happen, whether it's a close boxy one or if he's just going to sit back a little bit, not allowing Triple D to get comfortable in any moment.
Also, I like the adaptability that we're seeing from the Palutena now because they were really heavy emphasis on the reflector of the Gordos in game number 1, but then Triple D able to counter it, able to start closing that gap more and more, and now instead of just relying on the reflector of the Gordo, they're just immediately going straight dive underneath it and getting the damage quickly.
Absolutely. The play styles have been switching back and forth insanely quick. Triple D right there, going to go ahead and close that gap, get a grab, gain some stage control. Dash attack not going to 2-frame this time. Zai will remain safe on this stock for now.
It's a little bit too early on it. I mean, it's just a matter of, you got the little stream nerves. You got the little timing mix-ups with Zai as well. Paulu's up B, but the teleport, that goes a good little bit. So Zai can really sit there and just let you wait, you know what I mean?
Going deep underneath to try to get that stock. Not going to get him with the back air that time, but there it is. Going to go ahead and get this to a 3-to-1 stock gap.
Oh, yeah, he missed there too. To be fair, Paulu was also going pretty low. I wasn't sure if that was going to hit that much or not.
Fireball not going to connect for any sort of extension. This is going to be trouble though.
Huge.
The Gordo's in the way.
Oh, the up tilt missed. Forward throw doesn't kill.
That's always one of the scariest situations you can be in. Triple D hitting that
spike.
solid down air right there to get that stock off. But back to that Gordo that was stuck to stage is such a scary situation to be in, regardless of what your character is, because it's such a hard time to recover.
The recovery mix-up was nice too. Put Triple D on the stage. Where's the Gordo at? I don't understand why it didn't come out either. Very peculiar.
Turning around, trying to get the stage control.
Nice.
Dash attack there, not going to kill.
Oh, it got stuck in the platform. That's unfortunate.
Seeing Triple D do a lot here to try to close up this this stock gap that we have at the moment. Going for some crazy plays to try to steal some stocks, and he almost hit that one just a moment ago.
And right now, DDD is doing a pretty good job of keeping Palutena off stage, but once the recovery came through, was able to get the back air to go, and that's all they needed was that one opening, and then they still had a stock advantage.